CoryxKenshin is one of many YouTubers who aspiring creators try to emulate. He's very family friendly and well liked, never uses profanity in his videos, and tries to push positivity in all aspects of his community. I'm sure this has a lot to do with his religion and overall values, imploring his supporters to adopt these principles. Like I said, you can't really run into many people who don't like CoryxKenshin. The only real issue that they have is that he takes many breaks, but after his recent year-long hiatus and return, a lot of his supporters have grown to accept it at this point. But there was one time where CoryxKenshin and his community had the most hate thrown their way from one person, Nikocado Avocado. Nicholas Perry, better known as Nikocado Avocado, is a controversial mukbang YouTuber with over 8 million subscribers on multiple channels. He started his YouTube channel in 2014, initially focusing on vegan and lifestyle content. Over time, he shifted to mukbang content and abandoning veganism in 2016. Nikocado's mukbang videos gained immense popularity for their combination of humor, over-the-top theatrics, and his willingness to consume extraordinary amounts of food. Through several controversies, his content has sparked conversations about the ethics of mukbang culture and the overall effects of internet fame. While a few of his fans appreciate his humor and candidness, others criticize Nick for promoting unhealthy eating habits and dramatizing personal issues for views. But there was one side of the internet that genuinely wanted him to take care of his health before it was too late. One person on this side was none other than CoryxKenshin. Now, the last time I talked about Cory, I talked about a side of his community that are very obsessed with his every move while waiting for his comeback, and he came back a few weeks ago with an explanation. And in this video, I spoke about his copycats and how they'll go above and beyond to copy their favorite creators in hopes of looking like them or being them. Just like the people who try to copy your personal information online, posing as you. This is why I'm here to present the sponsor of today's video, Aura. Aura is everything you could want from an internet safety tool. In today's digital landscape, you are more vulnerable than ever to data breaches and hackers who use your sensitive information for personal gain. Which means it's time for you to secure your personal information online. Full names, addresses, phone numbers, dates of birth, and most importantly, social security numbers can be collected and shared without your knowledge. Thankfully, I feel safe because I use Aura, which is today's sponsor. Aura monitors your personal data, including your social security number, across billions of data points like the dark web and public court records to alert you about potential identity theft. Plus, Aura offers a variety of other features to keep you safe online, including real-time alerts for data breaches, a VPN for secure browsing, data broker opt-out to stop companies from selling your personal information, a password manager to help you create and store strong passwords, and more. I'm not leaving myself and my family vulnerable to data breaches, and if you don't want to either, you can go to aura.com/jbmfargo to try 2 weeks for free. And that'll be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal information has been exposed. And thank you to Aura for sponsoring this video. So this whole thing starts with Cory reacting to a video of Nikocado by a YouTuber named MeatCanyon. MeatCanyon is always cooking up some bizarre parody of public figures, and they've grown to be pretty popular over the years. In this animation, it basically portrays the true nature of Nikocado, eating his life away while gaining millions of dollars in the process. After this, Cory would tell him to take care of himself because his life outside of the internet.
Nikocado Avocado. Listen, bro. You don't know me, and to be frank, I don't really know you. But human to human, take care of yourself, bro. The video presented your motivations for doing all of this as like money. Play button, G-Wagon, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's really why you do what you do. I understand things get crazy. You get a big following on the internet. You feel pressure. You got expectations. I live this life. Beyond all of this internet persona, YouTuber, beyond all of this, you got you, and just as another guy on the internet, take care of you.
So as you can see, this clip had no malicious or condescending tone behind it, but Nick would see this and for whatever reason decides to berate Cory and his audience while reacting to the video. Throughout this video, it seems like he's under the impression that Cory dedicated an entire video to diss him, which is wrong, and he insults Cory and his fan base multiple times.
He must be speaking to a bunch of slow people. Slow-minded people. I mean, who watches this?
This was sent to us by a yoke who said this isn't exactly scary, but made me really uncomfortable, especially the end. But I mean, it's a MeatCanyon.
Of course it did. These are toddlers. Of course it made them uncomfortable. These people are socially inept. They watch people play games on the computer instead of contribute to society or advance their skills or whatever. They sit and watch people. Of course, they're gonna be a little spooked. And he's coming across like, he's playing this sad little music like, oh, we care so much about this person. Oh, I'm trying to like reach out and like extend an olive branch. Hey pal, I'm so concerned. Oh, please. You got your easy clicks off me. Let's just call it for what it is. And you're not the only one. Everyone else is doing it too.
Other than Cory saying his name wrong, which was not even that serious, Cory did nothing but try to give him uplifting advice. He would echo the same sentiment in the comments under Nikocado's video saying, "My people, I know Nicholas says some disrespectful things not only about me, but my community as well. You guys. However, do not ridicule him or meet hate with hate. His life, his choice. We can only respect his decision. Sorry I got your name wrong, bro. I wasn't trying to be funny. I really do wish you the best." The most important part of this comment is him telling his community to not meet hate with hate and to respect his decision. And this would unsurprisingly be Cory's last response to him. Many of the comments defending Cory were pretty constructive and respectful, but like in every big community, you're gonna have a few bad apples. A little over a year later, Nikocado would do a podcast with a YouTuber, Oompaville, who asked him about his issues with Cory, and he pulls the victim card.
They hate you because you attack CoryxKenshin. You can't say nothing about CoryxKenshin.
No,
I don't,
come after
I don't get these my stands don't do that. You know, it's unsettling how CoryxKenshin can make a video, Nikocado, let's talk, and so I respond. You want to
call
talk?
out CoryxKenshin and H3. Let's just, who else are we calling out?
Wait, let me finish.
I love Cory.
Shh, shut your trap.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, how can someone make a video like, hey, let's talk, make a whole video about me, and then I respond, and then all his stands say, stop creating drama, leave him alone, you need to stay in your lane, mind your business. What do you mean, mind my business? I freaking was. And then your freaking god that you're worshiping mentioned me and asked me to talk. That's the title. Can you read? Can you open your eyes?
Cory has a very loyal audience. Extremely loyal. And with loyal audience comes blindness.
Delusion.
Delusional. Yeah, I agree.
Delusional people.
In another reaction video, I'm guessing out of respect, Nikocado says that he admires Cory and only responds to people who make videos on him.
Follow. Now, Cory, I actually really like you. I actually really admire you. I have been watching you a lot lately. And simultaneously, I've been getting these messages for the past 2 weeks. You have to react to this food video because you guys know I love to eat. He clearly knows I like to eat. He made a whole video about me saying, Nikocado, we gotta talk. Telling me I need to be healthy, blah, 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 blah. Well, I decided, let's see what Cory eats. Are you watching this? Probably not. It's probably just your viewers. Hi, Cory's people, your entourage. All right, I think we got off on the wrong foot. I was really triggered at the time I made that video because everyone was coming for me. And I made a lot of harsh videos to Oompaville, you know, Meat Canyons and Charlie and Penguins and all these people. PewDiePie, I called out PewDiePie. I also called out all the people who made videos about me, right? I was just responding to them. It's not like I woke up and said, how can I be a thorn under someone's foot today? A peasant. No, I didn't. I literally just reacted to what people did first, to me. So Cory made a video to me called Nikocado, We Have to Talk. So I watched it because it was about me.
Now, I'm not gonna say it's wrong to react to somebody who made a video about you, especially when this whole thing started because someone told you to take care of your health. And you know what's crazy? He actually listened to the advice. In February 2022, Nikocado uploaded a video titled 2 Steps Ahead, where he says he's doing a social experiment comparing the millions of viewers to ants.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment I've come to know. Certainly the greatest social experiment of my entire life. It's alluring, it's compelling, it's gripping to bear witness, to observe all these unwell, unbalanced, disoriented beings roam the internet in search of stories, in search of ideas, of conflict, of rivalries, where people develop a distinctive desire for direct engagement, where people feel involved with the stories and therefore become product of influence. I feel as if my life has been positioned to where I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm. One follows another, follows another, follows another. It's mesmerizing, it's enthralling, it's spellbinding. Just look at all these consumers, all of these lost and bored people consuming anything that they're told to consume.
Fast forward a couple years later in September of 2024, Nikocado reveals that he lost over 250 pounds in 2 years. He also claims that the last few years of his YouTube career have been the greatest social experiment of his life, and that he has always been 2 steps ahead. A callback to his video from 2022.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life. It's alluring, it's compelling, it's gripping to observe all these unwell, disoriented beings roam the internet in search of stories, ideas, rivalries, where they feel encouraged and engaged, where they involve themselves with the stories and become a product of influence. So I am the villain because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me year after year after year, for as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain. Stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants, influence the ants, brainwash the ants. You are the ants.
So I'm guessing he conducted this experiment to see how deeply invested people were becoming and seeing another human's downfall, and I honestly don't believe this to be the case. Why would somebody put themselves through all that? Pre-record footage of him destroying his life for 2 years, which takes hella discipline, I'll give him that, just to prove that humans are followers? I mean, we knew this already. I'm not buying it, but I'm glad he took his health seriously. I can't knock him for that. And this video, of course, went viral, sitting at over 50 million views today and covered by NBC, Forbes, and the Today Show. The moral of the story is it costs nothing to be a decent person. Eventually, the universe will just reward you and it will come back tenfold. Corey could have been like me last year, responding in the most toxic way possible, with facts by the way, but chose to be the bigger person, especially in a situation where he did nothing wrong. That's maturity. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. I wanted to start this year off on a positive note. It's Fargo, and I'm out, man.